Hi there, welcome back to my channel Chef SK. Today I'll be showing you how to make Chef SK's Gulab Jamun. Check it out. And first we're going to start off with the sugar syrup. So I've got 2 litres of cold water here, and to this I want to add 1 kg of granulated sugar. What you want to do is just give this a stir while it just heats up and just let the sugar dissolve into the water. Now that the sugar has dissolved, it's just reached a boil. To this I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. This is just going to stop the sugar from crystallizing. And then 8 green cardamom pods which are just cracked. Just mix that around in there. And that is it. And then just set this to the side and we can start making a Gulab Jamun. So now we can start making a Gulab Jamun. So first of all, I've got 3 tablespoons of Semolina, which I've just hydrated with 5 tablespoons of water, just giving it a mix and set that to the side. So in here I have 255 grams of milk powder. To this add 2 tablespoons of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then just give that a quick mix. And then to this, add 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and then add the hydrated semolina. Now I've got 50 milliliters of milk. You may or may not need this, or you may even need a bit more. It all depends on the semolina and the milk powder that you use. So just judge it by eye really. So I'm going to add a little bit of it, about half, and then just mix it with clean hands. And there will be a little bit of a sticky dough. So I've used about 25 milliliters of the milk, and that is it. That's the Gulab Jamun dough made. Now we can start rolling into balls. We're ready to make the Gulab Jamun balls. So what you want to do is get a little piece like that. What I do, I just squeeze it in my hand a little bit, then I just roll it into a ball. Now you don't want any cracks in here, because if you get cracks, then when you put in the oil it will just start splitting. So just roll it into a ball, and that's it. Just like that. And then just put it on a plate and ready to fry. Okay. We'll press down quite a lot. And just like that. And you want to do it with all of this, get it all ready into balls, ready to fry. These will expand a lot when you put in the oil, and when you let it soak into the syrup, they will double in size. So now that the Gulab Jamun balls are all rolled out, it's time to fry it. So I've got some oil in a pan here. My trick to this is to start at the oil at around about between 80 to 90 degrees, and then let the Gulab Jamun sit in there and then gradually get up. So carefully just put the Gulab Jamun in. I should say I'm frying this in 2 batches, so I've got 15 here, then I've got another 15 which I'm going to fry after. I'm going to let the oil cool down and then fry them again. So once all these are in the fryer, you just want to keep turning them because you don't want it to just colour straight away. So just keep turning. So now as you can see, they're starting to float. So this is what you want to happen, and you just want to keep turning them, and what will happen, they will just start expanding and naturally just colouring. You don't want, the reason to start it on a low heat is that you don't want it to colour straight away, otherwise the outside will colour and the inside will be raw at the end. They just slowly want it to cook. So I found starting the oil at 80 to 90 degrees works out really good, and just keep it on a medium to high heat, and then towards the end we will be lowering the heat a little. So just keep turning them in the oil. And as you can see, they are expanding. In the meantime, what you can do is get a plate or a tray with some tissue paper on it, so that what we're going to do is take these out and dry them on a tissue paper and let them cool down a little. You do not want to put these hot into the hot syrup, otherwise that makes the inside go a bit gluggy, a little bit gooey. So as you can see, they're starting to colour now. So you just want it to get an even colour, so keep moving there. And what you can do at this stage, when they just start turning brown, is turn the heat to a medium-low heat, so that they just cook gently in the oil. So now once these have reached this sort of colour, they're done. If you're still not sure if they're done or not, you could take one out and cut it in half, and it should be cooked all the way through. So what I do at this point is just take these out and just drain them on some tissue paper. And then what I'm going to do is just let these cool off for around about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put them in the hot syrup. The Gulab Jamun have cooled off, it's time to put them in the syrup. So just carefully just pop them in. And then what you want to do is just keep turning them every half an hour or so, and just let them soak overnight. Do not put them in the fridge while they're soaking, otherwise you can find that the inside will go a bit gooey of the Gulab Jamun. Once they have soaked really nicely and they're juicy all the way through, then feel free to put them in the fridge, and these will last around about 3 to 5 days. And there you go, that's how you make Chef SK's Gulab Jamun.